Hey guys, welcome to the 77th day of our Bible reading plan challenge. Today is May the 5th, 2014, and today is my sister's 30th birthday, so happy birthday, Sherry. Happy birthday, happy birthday. She's 30 years old today. You know what? Jesus was 30 years old when he began his ministry. So that's why I figured I'd give a shout out to her today in my video. So whoop, 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 whoop. May your life be just as blessed. My dear sister, I love you. Okay guys, so today we're finishing up the book of John, right? And we're at the point of the crucifixion, and so it's giving a little bit more detail actually about this particular crucifixion and everything. I mean, they're all the same crucifixion, but just given from different points of views from his different talmidim, his disciples. Talmidim is disciple in Hebrew. So I know a few Hebrew words, but not that they really matter, but I just like to learn some stuff when I'm doing my research to get the original meaning of different words and stuff. But hey, careful. He just ran through here trying to get out doing, slipped. Okay, so after he was crucified, he rose and everything. And then so when Mary Magdalene, mind you, when she went to the tomb where he was laid, she began to weep because his body wasn't there. She saw that the grave clothes that he was laying in, or that he was wrapped in, they were laying there, and this head wrap was actually folded and sitting in the place where his head was at. And so this guy comes up and he said, "Mary, what's wrong?" She said, "I don't know where they took my Lord." She said, "Do you know where he is? If you know where he is, please tell me and I'll go and get him." And he said, "Mary." And then she realized, the scripture says she realized it was him. She said, "Rabboni." So she was saying, Rabbi, teacher. So she, of course, you want to go hug him and all. So he said, "Listen, Mary, don't touch me. I have not ascended to my Father yet." He said, "But go tell everybody else you see me and I'm alive and I'm going to show up and see them shortly." So then we go into the book of Acts, right? And then it actually picks up there. And the first chapter of Acts said that after he rose, he showed himself for a period of 40 days to his disciples. And even 1 Corinthians chapter 15 states that during that time, he showed himself to a group of over 500 people at one time. So why was it important that he was there? Why was it important that he showed himself for a period of 40 days? Because for one, when he got crucified, I believe personally that they became discouraged, right? This was the master. He was going to restore the kingdom and he's the Messiah and the Messiah never dies and stuff, But when he died, it's like, oh, were we really following the wrong guy? So it was pertinent that he had to show himself, and he showed himself to them, the scriptures say, for over a period of 40 days. So the book of Acts said a period of 40 days, and there's a few more places in it that say he showed himself after he rose again. Just be like, "Hey, it's me. And then of course, no doubt, and Thomas, he said, "I won't believe it unless I personally stick my fingers into the hole, in his arms and the side." And so when he showed up to them, he said, "It's me, Thomas, go ahead." Yeshua wasn't there. Jesus wasn't there when he said that, but he knew the hearts of men. So he held up his wrist and said, "Hey, put your finger here. Verify for yourself that this is me." And then he showed up to Peter and them when they were fishing, and he was still performing miracles. When he showed up after when he rose again, because they were out fishing and stuff. And I believe the book of John said they had been out fishing for a while, and Yeshua came on the scene, and the nets began to fill up, and it didn't break. And so they actually counted the fish. I believe it was like 163 that they had caught in the net, and the net didn't break. Yeshua was over there chilling when they came on. He said, "Hey guys, come on over here. Put on some clothes. Let's eat breakfast." He had already whipped up a fire, put some fish on the grill, and had some bread. So after he rose, he was eating. Shucks, he didn't have to eat, I guess, but he did. So that's one of the things we'll be able to do when we rise again, Plus the scriptures also talk about us sharing in a dinner and rejoicing with him, once we're caught up with him. Once you get to those scriptures, you'll see it. But also, not only did he do that, but some of the key things that the apostles began to do, and the angels showed up to help them do, like break them out of jail and stuff when the doors were locked. And when the officials showed up, they saw that it was locked. The guards were standing outside and nobody let them out. The angels let them out. You know, even Yeshua, he began to appear in different rooms and disappear right before their eyes to let them know, it's me, but I come back with a new power. Guess what? I got some cool stuff. You know, he did that for 40 days. He said, what you got on my 40, homie? So for 40 days, he began to do all a bunch of cool, not that he was showing off, you know, but it's just me retelling the story with my own personality, you know, and how I get it when I read it, you know. So I actually really enjoy reading the Bible, and some of the stuff I read is absolutely hilarious to me, you know. Some things like, why didn't they get that, you know? So even it cracks me up when Yeshua, he kind of mocks certain people and certain things. Like, you know this, but you can't figure this out. You know, I'm like, wow. You know, so he had a really good sense of humor. So, guys, I love you. Thanks for doing the reading there. I really hope that you're getting something from it and you're benefiting, feeding your spirit, allowing God to speak to you and just grow you daily on just grow you daily, you know, so that you can hear his voice. So I love you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and let my kiddos say bye. So we're going to house, so it's starting to rain here. So all right, come on, say bye. Come on, with water spots all over your face. Say peace. Say bye bye. He already getting wet. Come on, Josh. Say bye.
Bye-bye. I want to do this.
Press stop. See you guys.